My wife's girls' trip to Miami ended when I showed up at her hotel. If you're into honest stories about relationships, trust, and betrayal, hit that follow button. You won't want to miss the next one. Let me tell you about the Thursday morning I discovered my wife wasn't in Miami for a conference. She was there with him. And by the time I was done, both of them wished they'd never been born. It started with a notification on my iPad. Something so small, so innocent, that most men would have ignored it, but I didn't. And that one notification unraveled 8 years of marriage, exposed a year-long affair, and led to the most savage revenge I've ever witnessed a man execute. Thursday, 6:47 a.m. I was making coffee when my iPad dinged. My wife Jessica had left it on the charger, and we shared an iCloud account. I wasn't snooping. The notification just appeared on the screen while I was standing there. Can't wait to see you tonight. Room 1847. I've missed you so much. The message was from a contact saved as Michelle Jim. But the profile picture wasn't Michelle from the gym. It was a man. 30-something, decent looking, smiling on a beach somewhere. My blood went cold. Jessica had left for Miami 2 days ago. Tuesday morning, she kissed me goodbye, told me she loved me, and said she'd be back Sunday after her marketing conference. 4 days of presentations, networking events, and team dinners. Except there was no conference. I opened her messages. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely navigate the phone. The conversation with Michelle Jim went back 14 months. 14 months of I love yous, and I can't wait to leave him, and photos I'll never be able to unsee. His name was Marcus. He worked for a competing firm. They'd met at an actual conference last year in Denver, and for the past 14 months, they'd been planning a life together. My wife was going to leave me. She'd already started looking at apartments in Miami. She had job interviews lined up. She was gone. She just hadn't told me yet. I sat there reading message after message. Plans for their future. Complaints about me. Lies she told him about our marriage. She said I was controlling. She said I didn't satisfy her. She said she'd been unhappy for years. None of it was true. We had movie nights every Friday. We went hiking every Sunday morning. We made love regularly. We laughed together, or at least I thought we did. But the worst part, the absolutely soul-crushing part, there were messages from 3 weeks ago. While I was in the hospital with my father who was dying of cancer, while I was holding his hand during his final hours, she was texting Marcus about how excited she was for their Miami vacation. She called it a vacation, like my father dying was an inconvenience that delayed her affair. I called my buddy Derek. He's a private investigator, handles cheating spouses, corporate espionage, that kind of thing. I'd referred clients to him before. I need everything on my wife, right now, today. Jesus, man, what happened? I sent him screenshots, 20 of them, enough to paint the picture. Holy hell, Derek said after a few minutes. How long has this been going on? Over a year. She's in Miami right now, with him. What do you want to do? I want to know everything, where they're staying, what they're doing, every restaurant, every bar, every moment, and I want it documented. Give me 6 hours. I went to work. I don't know how I functioned that day. I had 3 meetings, 2 conference calls, and a presentation to the board. I delivered everything perfectly. Nobody suspected that inside I was dying. Derek called at 2 p.m. They're at the Fontainebleau, room 1847, just like he said. Checked in Tuesday afternoon. They've been there every minute except when they go out to dinner. Last night they went to Prime 112. Night before they hit up Komodo, they're living it up. What else? Flight records show this isn't their first trip. They went to Charleston in March, New Orleans in May, Vegas in August. Every time she told you she had work trips? Every single one. Yeah, she was with him. I felt something inside me break. Not crack, not bend. Break clean in half. I'm going to Miami. When? Tonight. Book me on the next flight. And Derek, I need you to come with me. Bring your camera. Bring everything. What are you planning? Justice. I got home at 4 p.m. The house was empty, quiet, full of her things. Her coffee mug in the sink, her shoes by the door. Her life built on lies scattered everywhere. I packed a bag, not for a trip, for war. I found her wedding ring in the bathroom. She'd left it there, probably took it off before she flew to Miami so Marcus wouldn't see it. That ring cost me 3 months' salary 8 years ago. I'd saved for it, picked it out with her best friend's help, put it on her finger while crying with happiness. I put the ring in my pocket. I'd need it later. Derek picked me up at 6 p.m. We drove to the airport in silence. He knew better than to talk. We both did. The flight to Miami took 3 hours. I spent every minute planning, thinking, calculating. This wasn't going to be some emotional confrontation where I showed up crying and begging. This was going to be surgical. We landed at 11:30 p.m., checked into a hotel 2 blocks from the Fontainebleau. Derek had already called in a favor with hotel security. We had access to the hallway cameras. We had copies of their room service orders. We had everything. They ordered champagne and strawberries at 9:01 p.m., Derek said, showing me his phone. Room service delivered it with rose petals. Real romantic. Perfect. That'll play great in court. You're filing? Tomorrow morning. My lawyer's already drafting papers. I sent him everything this afternoon. Friday morning, 7 a.m. I stood outside room 1847 with Derek next to me, camera ready. I knocked. Nothing. I knocked again. Louder. Room service, I called out. I heard rustling inside, whispered voices, then footsteps. The door opened. Marcus stood there in a hotel robe, hair messy, looking confused. We didn't order. He saw my face. Recognition hit him like a truck. Oh, shit. I pushed past him into the room. Derek followed, camera rolling. Jessica was in bed, sheets pulled up, wearing nothing. Her face went white. Baby, what are you? Don't you dare call me that. Marcus tried to speak. Look, man, I don't know what you think. Shut up. I know exactly what I think. I have 14 months of text messages that tell me exactly what I think. Jessica started crying. Fake tears, performance tears. The kind she used when she wanted something. How did you find out? You left your iPad at home. Notification came through this morning. From Michelle, Jim. Except Michelle has a beard and thinks my wife is leaving me for him. She pulled the sheets tighter, like modesty mattered now. I can explain. No need. I read everything, every message, every photo. Every plan you made to abandon our marriage while my father was dying. That hit her. She actually flinched. Your father. You don't get to talk about him. You were texting your boyfriend about your vacation while I was holding my dad's hand in hospice. Marcus spoke up. Maybe we should all calm down and... I turned on him. You want to be the man in her life? Congratulations. You get all of her, including her $47,000 in credit card debt that I've been paying off for 3 years, including her student loans that I've been covering, including her car payment, her phone bill, and her shopping addiction that cost me $2,000 a month. His face changed. What? Oh, she didn't tell you? Jessica doesn't actually have a job lined up in Miami. She works for my company that I own. When she leaves me, she leaves her income. Hope you're ready to support her lifestyle. Jessica was sobbing now. That's not fair. What's not fair is you screwing around for 14 months while I thought we were building a life together. Derek was getting everything on camera. Every tear, every denial. Every moment of their affair collapsing in real time. I want a divorce, I said calmly. Papers are being filed this morning. You have 72 hours to get your things out of my house. Anything left after that goes to charity. Your house? It's our house. It's my house. I bought it before we got married. It's in my name, just like the cars, the bank accounts, and the business. You signed a prenup, remember? The one your lawyer said was totally fair because you thought we'd be together forever? She had no response to that. I pulled her wedding ring from my pocket and dropped it on the bed. You left this at home. Didn't want Marcus to see it, I guess. You can keep it. Reminder of what you threw away. I walked to the door. Derek followed, still filming. Wait, Jessica called out. Where am I supposed to go? I don't care. That's not my problem anymore. Maybe Marcus can help you figure it out. I looked at him. Good luck, man. You're going to need it. She cheats, she lies, and she spends money like it's water. But hey, at least the sex is good for about 6 months. After that, she gets bored and finds someone new. We left them there. Two people who thought they were so clever, so in love, so justified in their betrayal. Now they were just two cheaters facing reality. Derek and I went back to our hotel. He transferred all the video and photos to a secure drive. What now? He asked. Now we go nuclear. I called my lawyer. File everything, include the evidence. I want this done fast. On it. With this level of documentation, she won't contest anything. She can't. Next, I called Jessica's parents. Her father answered. Hey, Brian, it's me. I need to tell you something about Jessica. I laid it out, calmly, factually. Sent them screenshots of the messages. They were devastated. I thought you two were happy, her mother said when she got on the phone. So did I, Linda. So did I. What can we do? Nothing. Just wanted you to hear it from me before she spins some story about how I'm the bad guy. Then I called Marcus's wife. Yeah, he was married too. Her name was Rachel. She answered on the second ring. Hello? Rachel, you don't know me. My name is Brian. I'm married to Jessica Collins. I need to tell you something about your husband. She listened, quietly, while I explained everything, sent her the evidence. Thank you for telling me, she said finally. Her voice was steady, cold. Marcus is about to have a very bad day. Join the club. I posted nothing on social media. Didn't blast them publicly. Didn't need to. The truth was spreading through our circle naturally. Jessica's friends were texting me, asking if it was true. I sent them screenshots. They stopped asking. By Friday afternoon, Jessica was calling me every 20 minutes. I didn't answer. She left voicemails, crying, begging, explaining, apologizing. I deleted them all. Marcus called once. I answered that one. Look, man, I'm sorry. I didn't know she was going to leave you. She said you guys were separated. We were never separated. We were married, living together, sleeping in the same bed. She lied to you like she lied to me. Rachel served me with papers this morning. Congratulations. You destroyed 2 marriages for an affair that's already over. What do you mean it's over? You think Jessica wants you now? Now that you can't afford her lifestyle? Now that her family knows? Now that she has to face reality? You were exciting when you were forbidden. Now you're just another guy who got played. I hung up. Saturday morning, I flew home. Jessica was already there. She'd driven back from Miami overnight. Her car was in the driveway. I walked in to find her in the living room with packed bags. I need more time, she said. 72 hours isn't enough. You had 72 hours starting from when I caught you yesterday morning. That means Monday morning you're out. Where am I supposed to go? Airbnb, hotel, Marcus's place. Your parents, I don't care. My parents won't talk to me. You poisoned them against me. I told them the truth. If the truth poisoned them, that's on you. She started crying again. I made a mistake. You made a choice. For 14 months, hundreds of choices. Every text, every lie, every trip, every time you looked at me and said you loved me while planning to leave. Those weren't mistakes. That was who you chose to be. I do love you. No, you loved what I provided. The house, the money, the stability. You loved being able to cheat without consequences. But you didn't love me. You can't love someone you betray. Sunday morning, she started moving out. Her sister came to help. Neither of them spoke to me. I watched from the kitchen while they loaded boxes. 8 years of shared life being divided into what was hers and what was mine. She tried one more time before she left. Can we please talk about this? Really talk? There's nothing to talk about. 14 months out of 8 years. Can't that count for something? It counts for everything. It tells me exactly who you are when you think nobody's watching. People make mistakes. mistakes or accidents. This was deliberate. This was calculated. This was you choosing someone else while keeping me as a backup plan. She had no response to that. By Monday morning, she was gone. The house was empty of her presence, her smell, her sounds, her lies. I changed the locks, not out of spite, out of necessity. My lawyer called Tuesday morning. She's not contesting anything. Smart move on her part. With the evidence you have, she'd lose everything anyway. How long? Uncontested divorce with a prenup? We can have you legally single in 60 days. 60 days to undo 8 years. Seemed about right. Jessica tried to salvage things with Marcus. I heard through mutual friends that she moved in with him briefly. 2 weeks later, she moved out. Turns out being together officially wasn't as exciting as being forbidden lovers. Rachel, Marcus's ex-wife, reached out to me a month later. "Thank you for telling me," she said over coffee. "I know it wasn't easy. You deserve to know. How are you doing?" "Better than I expected. Worse than I hoped." She understood. We stayed in touch. Nothing romantic, just two people who'd been betrayed by people they loved, helping each other navigate the aftermath. 3 months after I caught them, I heard Jessica was dating again. Some new guy, some new victim. Good luck to him. Marcus got fired. Turns out having an affair with a competitor's employee while sharing company information violated several ethics policies. He's working retail now, making $15 an hour. Hope it was worth it. As for me, I learned something valuable from all this. Trust isn't given, it's earned. And when someone breaks it, you don't give them another chance to hurt you. You walk away with your dignity intact. Jessica wanted the excitement of an affair. She got it, along with the excitement of explaining to every future partner why her marriage ended, along with the excitement of rebuilding her life from scratch, along with the excitement of realizing that the grass isn't greener anywhere when you're the problem. 6 months later, I got a message from her. "I'm sorry, I was wrong about everything. You were the best thing that ever happened to me and I threw it away. Can we talk?" I read it twice. Then I blocked her number. Some bridges aren't worth rebuilding. Some relationships aren't worth saving. Some people aren't worth a second chance. She tested my limits. She found them. And she learned that a man who knows his worth doesn't beg, doesn't negotiate, and doesn't look back. A year later, I'm in a new relationship with someone who values honesty, who communicates, who treats me like a partner instead of a backup plan. Jessica is still single, still looking for whatever she thought she was missing, still learning that excitement fades but character lasts forever. Marcus is still trying to rebuild his reputation, still paying alimony, still regretting the day he thought sleeping with someone else's wife was a good idea. And me, I'm happy, genuinely happy. The kind of happy you can only get when you remove toxic people from your life and refuse to let them back in. They say living well is the best revenge. They're right. But sometimes the best revenge is simply walking away and letting them live with the consequences of their choices. Jessica wanted freedom. I gave it to her, all of it. Freedom from our marriage, freedom from my support, freedom from my forgiveness. She got everything she wanted and lost everything that mattered. Some lessons cost everything to learn. This one cost her a man who would have loved her forever if she'd just been honest. Instead, she chose deception, and deception always has a price. Our story has come to an end. If you've made it this far, hit that follow button and subscribe to the channel. I've selected 2 other videos for you that I'm sure you'll enjoy. Feel free to click on them. I'll be waiting for you in the next story. See you soon.